Okay, testing. Alright, I think we're good to go live on TikTok as well. Just check if everything is set up correctly. Oh damn, the music's a little too loud for TikTok. Gotta turn it down a little bit. Cuke S tier. I think that's good. I'll turn up on OBS. Hopefully this is the perfect volume. What is the best legendary card? I mean, there's a lot of like balanced things in this game, so it's pretty subjective. Should make a tier above S called Cuke. Maybe. I think I'll make a please nerf tier just for Sunshroom, because Sunshroom kind of really needs its own tier. My favorite card is the corn guy. Are you talking about Cornucopia? I think we'll just keep it like this. I mean, I think everybody knows that you have to nerf Sunshroom eventually. Let's see. Hammershroom? Hammershroom is it's a smarty card. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna start a vertical. What the hell? Yo, Sky, welcome to the stream, guys. Add a new tier above S and put my name on it. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna start with Three-Headed Chomper. It's a very heavy stat card, and I don't actually see a lot of Solar Heroes running it because of how good Rocket Science is right now. It's a very easily removable card, and even though like if you set it up for next turn, it can kind of dominate the lanes, but in my own opinion, this is probably, I mean, for 6 cost, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm between like probably like a B tier on this, to be honest. What do you guys think though? This is just, oh yeah, this tier list is my own opinion, guys. So don't take anything too personal. And then next we have Allosaurus. This is a very like staple card in heal decks. 6 attack, 6 health, and 6 sun. Okay. Welcome, Player of the Wild from YouTube. Allosaurus, in my own opinion, it functions so well with Pepper MD that I think it deserves an A tier. Especially with card draw, you can pair it up with a lot of other cards like Cross Pollination, which you guys will see later. It's always good with card draw, like to activate the Dino Roar. Guardian class is pretty synergetic with it, to be honest. I'm gonna put it in A tier though. And next we have, okay, so this tier list, some of these cards are outdated because this original tier list was made in, let's see, in 2020, but I do have the updated version of the cards down here. Are you posting this as a video too? Indeed, this will become a video, guys. Interesting. Hold on. I think the Twitch chat cannot see. I might have to refresh the cache a little bit. Cannot see TikTok for some reason again. So weird. Bro, who even says indeed? I don't know. Copy. Oh, thanks for the follow, OC. Okay, wait, why is it loading now? That's so weird. Okay, whatever. All right, thankfully we got that fixed. So now we have Apple Saucer. This card got nerfed pretty badly. The one health nerf to it is actually very, very sad because now it can get destroyed by Nibble and a bunch of other cards. Even Conga can kill it now, which is extremely sad. Let me just scroll down here to it. This updated version of Apple Saucer. So this probably used to be like at least a solid B tier. You would see it get bungeed by a lot, but now this thing can get killed by a lot more things now. So going back to the tier list, in my opinion, this is probably like either a low C tier or like a high D tier. It just doesn't get as much usability. Sometimes it can come in clutch, but like it's not really as good as it was anymore, guys. 3 damage is still good, and if the opponent doesn't have Nibble or any powers, Bungee Plumber still kills it. It's just so open to like getting destroyed now. I think it's probably a D tier now. Sadly, Aggro Solar Flare with Pumpkin and Apple Saucer is just kind of dead right now in the meta. And if you run this card, you're probably going to get destroyed. So we're going to be putting it in, I'll probably say like high D tier in my opinion. How good is a Potatosaurus? A Potatosaurus is actually very good right now, but the only thing that counters it is pretty much deadly. So if I had to rank a Potatosaurus, it would probably be like somewhere around the A tier. Alright, so for the next card, let me just drag this all the way down here. Now we have Astrovera. This has been a very strong card. Hasn't gotten any changes since the last balanced patch. Oh, appreciate the Galaxy. Oh my gosh, JBN. And also the Heart Melian, of course. But wow, I've never gotten a Galaxy before. Thanks so much. Astrovera, very high cost card. The stats are pretty okay, but the buff itself. Now, if you pair this with Heartichoke, which is like really hard to pull off, you can get a whole like 10 damage in on the hero. It's pretty much like a Dandelion King, and they can just be lethal, but that has to be extremely late game. But considering if you're running a heal deck, you're probably already going for late game. So in my opinion, this is either between a high A tier or it might be a low S tier. We're probably gonna put it in. I'll put it in high A tier for now. It's very good. Your mic is glitching. Hold on. Let me see. All right, is it good now, guys? Any changes? No, cross-pollination's still 3, son. This is the old version. All right, thanks for the follow, Ishay and Ragebait Time. All right, so now we have Astrocado. This hasn't gotten any changes. This is still a very, very strong card. The only removal I would see coming to it would be Alien Ooze, any of the Lightning Bolt superpowers like Thunderbolt, Z-Mech Super, Electro Boogaloo Super. This is probably an A tier. The thing is, the seed itself doesn't really survive after, so that's kind of the problem with it. But I mean, it is a very strong card. It does cost 1 for the seed after, so I'd probably put it in like a very low A tier-ish. But the 5 strike through damage, you can usually get, you can pull it off 1 time against the opponent. All right, next we have, all right, Bellflower. All right, I think you guys already know. It's a 1/1 with no stats, so we're just gonna skip over that. Bloomerang, this one's outdated. It got updated to a 3/5 as a 4 cost. Bloomerang essentially is just, it's just Power Flower, but it's the like even more budget. And there's literally no reason to run this if you have Power Flower already. So it's probably just gonna go in either very low D tier or F tier, guys. I'm just gonna put it here for now. We'll probably go back and like reevaluate this. Next we have the updated Briar Rose. Oh yeah, and also I just wanted to state that I don't have all the cards in the game right now, but I've played a lot of ladder and I've seen a lot of the meta, so that's kind of what my opinion is being based off of. So now we have Briar Rose. This is a card that you can scrap for exactly 4,000 sparks back. And in my opinion, this is a very good flower synergy card, but the problem is you kind of have to make your whole deck around it. And also, like, flower meta is not very popular right now. It's a little bit of a niche card. Might have to go in C tier or B tier. I think it's a B tier card. It's pretty hard to remove besides like rocket science, and I don't know. Back then I used to have this card a lot and it would get easily removed off the board. I think it's probably just a low B tier though. We're gonna keep it there for now. Sorry. Player of the Wild from YouTube. Should I have alright, just go for the goldfish, man. Alright, next we have Chomper. This one's outdated as well. Where's the 2/3? So this is so sad. It literally got a 1 health buff. It's literally like there's no reason to run this. You have Hammer Time, and Chomper is just the only few situations where it would be like considered good is against Parasol Zombie, because it actually plays around Parasol Zombie. But besides that, this is a very sad card. It's going in C tier probably. It doesn't have enough use, maybe even a high D tier, guys, but it just needs a buff. If it was a 3/3 for 4 cost, it might be better, but this is probably a low C tier. All right, next we got Cob Cannon. That was the pre-nerfed version. Now we have the 4/6 Cob Cannon. This is a probably a low A tier card. The 6/6 before was really good, but now it's probably somewhere in low A tier. I just like, there's so many good solar legendaries. It's probably, I think I'll put it in between these two. he deserved the nerf. Yeah, he was very OP before the nerf. Like, you could get a high stat card that destroyed a zombie onto the field. Now we have post buff Cornucopia. Used to cost 10 and now it's 9. I commented on every platform at the same time. Congrats, man. Only S is 1 cost Sunshroom. Yeah, Sunshroom is still very busted. Now, Cornucopia, are you also gonna rate the zombies? Indeed, we're gonna rate the zombies. But probably not in the same day. Cornucopia is very RNG reliant. I think you guys already know. But going off of strict, like, not being biased, this card is probably between B tier or C tier just because of how much RNG it is. Dude, I haven't played in ages. What changed? There was a few balance patches about last year and the year before that, so you could go check those out online somewhere. It's probably a low B tier. I want to say C tier, but it still gives you a 6/6 cost card, and there's rare times where it can clutch up, but it's just not nearly as good as all the other legendaries. It's probably a very low B tier. Now we have the post buff Cosmic Sunflower. It's a 2/2 that has strike through. It also conjures a flower and gives it strike through as well. Now, this card, a lot of people do not like it, and I can understand why, because there's a lot of bad flowers and also sun producers that it can conjure, which is very sad. But sometimes she can conjure, like, if we look at the flower tribe, let me just switch tabs real quick, guys. Research flower. There's actually quite a few good flowers here. If you can get something like Dandelion King, Soul Patch, Poppin' Poppies, this red stinger is sometimes completely lethal. Like a 7 strike through if you place it behind a plant. But then you have like cards like Petalmorphosis where it's just useless, or Umbrella Leaf. And then of course there's Burb. But overall, I feel like it's a pretty decent card. It's probably between C tier, in my opinion. It's not absolutely horrible, but it's a pretty good budget option. Where's the 2/2? It's probably better than Chomper. The fact that if you're playing a more aggro deck, it's probably gonna be... You can rely on it a little bit because of the strike through that it gives to the new card. Alright, next we have a buff to Cuke. It used to be a 6 cost and now it's a 5 cost. So, cuking the board, if you're playing in higher ranks, a lot of people already know to play around Cuke. They actually play like their best cards on heights, like TP Zombie. Any like type of tempo, they love playing it on heights now against zombies. So I want to say this is like a B tier. Probably not. It's probably better than Cornucopia, to be honest. I think it's somewhere around here, around this area. I don't know. What do you guys think? I wouldn't say A tier because of how like people play around it a lot now. If they see you as a solar hero, they're afraid to put any good zombie on the ground. So it's probably a B tier. Next we have post buff Elderberry, or nerf, sorry, because now it's a 2/3 instead of a 2/4. Though it still keeps its evolution. This card, it's a pretty good aggro card, but usually it just, the second you play it, it gets chopped, or literally anything. The fact that the Brainy class and the Crazy class can counter it so well just makes it very sad. And you also have to spend 1 extra plant just to be able to play this card. So it's probably going... I'd say it's a good high C tier. It's like a budget Astrocado, but it's just worse. Like, if you're not running an aggro deck, it's not really that runnable. All right, next we have Sunflower Seed. It's a 2-cost 2/2. This is the saddest like sun producer of all time. Flavian Noob, welcome from Twitch. Hello 4Z Army from Twitch. Sunflower Seed, it's just so rubbish, guys. Like, why would you not run Primal Sunflower, Twin Sunflower, Sunshroom, and then run this? Like, and the zombie also has to get rid of this card for it to produce a Sunflower, so there's literally no use to be running this. This is probably, in my opinion, a low D tier behind these strike through cards. These strike through cards still have some usability, but this Sunflower Seed, it just... If you imagine, like, you're on turn 10 and you have like 1 card left, but then you top deck Sunflower Seed, like, it's not saving you. Like, at least the strike through, like, it might win you the game. It might come in clutch if the opponent has like 3 health, and then like they place like a zombie to clog every lane. But Sunflower Seed, it doesn't do anything. It's not good enough. Now we have Fume Shroom. This is just... It's just a budget card, guys. It literally has no special abilities. It's probably just going in front of Sunflower Seed. I don't even know. It might be an F tier. I'm between low D tier and F tier on Fume Shroom. It still has some aggro usage. It's not as bad as Sunflower Seed, probably. It's so weak the zombies don't even have to kill it. Yeah, it honestly is like a block meter pinger. It's just not that great at all, guys. All right, now we have Hammer Time. Hammer Time is a very solid card. I would probably put this... It's probably not better than legendaries, of course, but it's probably going in B tier here. A Parasol Zombie really stops this card, but there's a lot of cards in the meta right now that this can counter. Mustache Waxer, it can counter a high health Mustache Waxer. It can counter Space Time, TP Zombie. There's just so many things that it can counter. It's just very solid in the meta right now. It's probably going in as a... It's not a low B tier, but just behind all these other legendaries because of how high game changing they are. And now we have Heartachoke. I think this didn't get buffed or nerfed. It's probably staying in the same. Let me check. Yeah, this is just the same stats wise. But this is a very good card to put in heal decks. This is probably not an A tier card. Probably somewhere in B tier. You have to like really set up like the healing. You also have to probably get a Venus Flytrap Planet in your hand for this to actually like go well. Poppin' Poppies can also go well with this because it can do directly 6 damage. But you just really have to have a deck set up for Heartachoke to actually work, which is why it's so niche. But it's probably still a B tier. Rank the Hardy class on zombies next time. Maybe. I'll alternate between plants and zombies. The most annoying type of card on the plant side. Yeah, Heartachoke it's definitely something. Now we have Jack-o'-lantern. This card did not get changed. It's definitely better than all of these. Probably also... it's just too niche. That's the problem. It's way more aggro than these cards, but between Chomper is even less usage. It's probably better than Cosmic as well, because the zombie has to actually stop this Jack-o'-lantern before it starts developing into a huge problem. Probably somewhere between high C tier or mid C tier. I think I'll put it probably here. Higher than Elderberry. Elderberry is just... It's a good aggro card, but it's way too, like, budget-ish. And you also have to spend an extra plant just to get it to 5. It's just not that great. It's just so sad that I don't see that many people running Jack-o'-lantern because of how solar aggro has died. Now we have Kernel Pult. This is a pretty good budget card. I'll probably put it between... It's very solid. putting it on heights. I still see a lot of beginner players using this in ranked. It's probably between a low B tier and a high C tier. It does kill teacher, that's true, and the team up is very nice. Cob Cannon's way too high. The nerf did affect it. It used to be an S tier card for sure, but now it's dropped down to somewhere between an A or a B tier. And the Cob Cannon does also have to use the team up evolution. But we're gonna leave it like this for now. Why is Colonel Polt's face so far down? That's kind of just how he looks. Now we have Ketchup Mechanic. This is a very strong healing card. This is probably going somewhere B tier or A tier. Honestly, it's probably like a high B tier in my opinion. This is a very strong card. The problem with it is facing like any zombie that puts a lot of minions on the field gives this so much value, but if they don't play anything and they're just all about tricks and TP zombies, then this card loses so much value, because if they're developing a trickster, this card just, it kind of falls off, I'm not gonna lie. Laser Beam, that's the old version. Now the new version gets plus damage based on how much sun you've gained this turn, which actually makes it better, because the old 7 health doesn't really change it that much. But the 5 strike through now, it becomes way stronger. To be honest, it's probably like a B tier somewhere. It's a very strong card. It can be related to Astrocado. I think we'll put it. This is pretty difficult. I think I'll put it between here. It's probably better than Cornucopia. It can win you more matches than Cornucopia, honestly, running 4 copies of these. Now we have Lawnmower. This card hasn't been changed. And basing on the meta on how many like zombie players just don't play on heights anymore, this card is just kind of sad. It's literally just a budget squash, but it can't hit heights or the water lane. And there's the zombie meta doesn't really consist of amphibious minions, but this is probably like somewhere C tier, honestly. This card is kind of sad. Squash is just better than this card. If you're running like any removal cards, I think Squash is just better than this. There's no point to really be running Lawnmower. It's just one more cost and you can get rid of heights or amphibious, especially if your opponent has Deep Sea Garg. Hello, Beatrice. Now we have C tier. Yeah, I would agree with C tier. Why are some plans in grayscale? I had to take screenshots of some of them because of this outdated tier list. Some of these cards, like at least I didn't have to take a picture of Cosmos, because that it just reflected on the ability change, but we're still considering that. Now we have Lil Buddy. This card is literally free in terms of playing it. Zero Sun, very good in heal decks. It's probably somewhere in a B tier right now with its Heartachoke Buddy. I think I'll put it somewhere here. It's not as strong as Cornucopia, of course, but it's a good team up card. If you get this in late game, you're kind of just screwed. So you gotta pray not to put too many of these, or you're gonna get top decked into a Little Buddy, which is really sad. How are you? Doing pretty good, rares. Now we have Petal Metal Sunflower. Personally, this is probably one of the weakest sun producers in this entire class. There's literally like no use of running this right now. I just scrap this every time I see it. I don't think you guys should be running this either. This is probably somewhere in the F tier. It's just a stat card. App name, if you're talking about which website this is tier maker. You just search create a PvZ heroes tier list for solar class. All right, next we have Mixed Nuts. I'm pretty sure this has not gotten changed yet, just based on the stats. It might be, actually it's a 2 cost now. I think it's a 2 cost. Mixed Nuts, let's see. 2 cost Mixed Nuts. This did get buffed. It is a 2 cost now. Let me just get the picture over. This is better than it was before, but I still don't see people running it besides budget players. Alright. Let's get this in here. Now, this is definitely better than before, but it's nothing meta crazy. Jami go live. Thanks for the follow, Aaron. Now, Mixed Nuts is probably somewhere between a high D tier or a low C tier. It can become 4-4, which is very strong. It's also free, but I'm probably just gonna put this as a high D tier for now. Gets 2 health and damage when teamed up, yes. And if you're running if you're probably running this Mixed Nuts, you're probably doing a Walnut deck that already has a lot of team up cards like Potato Mine and Walnut. So I'm just gonna put it there. And a high D tier is where it's gonna be for now. Sorry, guys. Now we have Morning Glory. This is still a very solid card, especially in flower decks. It's like a 2/2 for 1 cost, and then it can become a 3/3. It's not that bad, to be honest. This is probably just like a low, probably a low B tier. There's actually some usage to this card, especially in later games. I mean, the 1/1 buff is not crazy or anything, but of course it's pretty solid. Thanks. Well, welcome UG Bob. Cosmos is very strong now, especially against HG, but it's just particularly against HG. You see a lot of brainy heroes in the meta right now, and if they're not running Nebula, this really just doesn't have any usage. But the 2/2 buff is very strong, so it's between high C tier or low B tier. In my opinion, this is probably better than Morning Glory. This card, the buff was really needed because Cosmos, before the balance patch, it had no usage at all, but now it does have quite a bit of usage because every deck is running at least 3 to 4 environments, so it's probably gonna go in B tier. S tier, I probably wouldn't say S tier because it has to be like, you have to be facing an opponent that's already running a lot of environments, and besides HG or like any beastly hero running Area 22 or Laser Base Alpha, this card just doesn't get the stat buffs it needs. Yeah, Cosmos design is very nice as well. Now we have Pepper MD. This card has not gotten changed. It still is very solid, and it can go pop off really fast. If you have the right cards in your hand, this card can actually go kind of crazy. So I would probably put it, it's probably better than Cornucopia, of course. It can go out of control very fast, especially if like your deck is built around healing. That's kind of the niche with Solar Class. If you're running a heal deck, Tacos, Little Buddies, all these things, they have to get paired together, and it's probably gonna be in a high B tier for now. Anyways, oh, is Jami here? If he is, welcome, Jami. Now we have Power Flower. This is the old version. Now it's a 4 cost, not a 5 cost anymore. 4 cost Power Flower. It's very strong. I won't lie. It has the flower synergy that it needs. It's probably going in a low B tier. It's definitely significantly better than Bloomerang. Now this card can carry you in lower ranked, but once you get higher a little bit, honestly it's pretty solid. Like, you would need Knockout or some particular cards to actually take out Power Flower. So we're gonna put it in somewhere between low B tier or mid B tier right now. Why is Mixed Nuts D tier? Well, it's pretty much just a budget card. Honestly, it might be a low C tier, but Mixed Nuts, it has to have the team up. Like, you have to put team up down first before setting up your Mixed Nuts. And even if you do set up Mixed Nuts, it doesn't have any other abilities between the +2/2 stats. So it's just not very worth it for Mixed Nuts, to be honest. Thanks for the follow, silly_Sanic. Have you heard of Verity? Yes, I've seen the Minecraft mod. If Seedling is not an S tier by the end of the live, well, Seedling's a Kabloom card, so it doesn't very much actually affect this tier list right now. Next we have Primal Sunflower. So now between regular Sunflower and Primal Sunflower, this literally just does 2 damage, so this is significantly better. There's literally no reason to be running normal Sunflower. This card, it's pretty good. It's a Sunflower that can fight back. It's probably going, it's a very good starter card. I use it as well, probably somewhere in B tier. It's got more usage than some of these for now. I'll probably just drop it in B tier between right now. Why is Primal a super rare? Most of the Colossal cards, I'm pretty sure, like Primal Walnut also is a super rare card. Unfortunately, the Pea Shooter didn't get the same treatment and it got into uncommon. Now we have post-nerf Pumpkin. This card is so sad now. It's seen 0 usability. I haven't fought a Pumpkin player in actual years because of how dead aggro Solar Flare is. This card is probably a very, very low D tier now. It's probably got more usage than Sunflower Seed, but this is where I would probably put it. It still does 4 damage. It has to get like... The Monster Conjure really helps your opponent, but it's just a really sad card. Like, if they have to have Nibble or Bungee Plumber to actually get rid of this card. Alright, next we have... What was Pumpkin before? It was a 4-2, so it could get Bungee Plumbered, but it was very high aggro. It couldn't get nibbled. It couldn't get anything 1 damage. Conga Zombie could kill it now, so Conga Zombie back then couldn't kill this card. This was very strong. It was a very strong Pumpkin card. And now we have Smashing Pumpkin. Oh, sorry. Smashing Pumpkin is probably... It's a very, like... high cost card stat wise for Solar Heroes, but it's literally just being used in budget decks, and there's really no reason to run this unless you need a high stat card. It's probably going somewhere in mid D tier. Definitely better than Fume Shroom, that's for sure. I think it'll be put here for now. It's not honestly a bad card. It's kind of dead though. Is it old? Hold on. Smashing Pumpkin's a 6/6 actually. Sorry guys. Forgot to grab that. Astro Vera should be S tier. I'll think about that. We'll go back and change some of these at the end. This is just what it looks like for now. Alright, here's the new Smashing Pumpkin. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin and Pumpkin. Can mix those up very easily. It's a 6/6. It's better than probably all of these other D tier cards. Why is Bloomerang in D tier? Because Power Flower is literally the same thing, except it's just a rare card, and it heals you for every flower you have on the field. So this is literally just a Peanut and Pismashio situation. Like, there's no reason to run Bloomerang. Now we have the new Sage. It got the +2 health, which kind of helps it a little bit, but it's not like your opponent is gonna really worry about Sage. Twin Sunflower is A tier. I wouldn't say it's an A tier. Sage is a very budget card. It's pretty good. Probably somewhere in C tier, to be honest. It has to reach turn 6 for it to actually draw the card, which is kind of sad. It's literally just a telephone zombie, but you have to wait until turn 6 to activate its ability. Sometimes you can chump block with this though, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Probably just sitting here for now. Let's see. Now we have the new what's this called? Solar Winds, I believe. What's a good budget deck? I can't give you one right now, man. Now we have Solar Winds, which actually got nerfed. It used to be a 2 cost, and now it's a 3 cost. There's literally no reason for that nerf to happen, because the plant environments are so sad right now. Spikeweed Sector going from a 2 to a 3, and then now Solar Winds going from a 2 to a 3. This card is just kind of... I wouldn't say it's unusable, but I haven't seen it in a long time. It's not really a card that you would be running for your environment particularly. It can have some synergy with Briar Rose back then, but now I believe it's too expensive. I think it should go back to being a 2 cost. It's probably sitting somewhere here. Probably a low C tier. I only see people use Solar Winds to put over zombie environments, which is exactly why it's so sad. It has synergy, but it's just really died out. The nerf has hurt it really badly. It's just so sad. Now, this is a very niche opinion, guys, but Ice Spore has a lot of usability right now. It has its pros, which it can get rid of untrickable zombies, like All-Star Zombie, Parasol Zombie, any big card. This is hard removal. Ice Spore is very good in the meta right now. A lot of people have differing opinions on Ice Spore, but I believe it's probably a high B tier. The only downside is not having a card to actually play the evolution on it and actually spending the plant to actually use the evolution, which is very sad. But it's pretty balanced, I would say. It's probably better than some of these cards up here. I'll put it in a high B tier for now. Fusion cards for zombies and plant evolutions are slept on. Indeed, they are. But some people are actually like starting to use them more, especially Jurassic Fossil Head Zombie with Professional Synergy. That card has it's blown up right now. It's very good. It's kind of the meta right now, which is also a card that Ice Spore can actually destroy. But the problem with that is usually they run a lot of cards and then they start putting out their going virals, which makes Ice Spore less effective, which is why it's in a high B tier. Now, Squash is just complete hard removal for budget decks. It's honestly not a bad card. I think it's underused. A lot of people don't put Squash in just because they see it as a common card. But to be honest, it's probably also a high B tier. It's definitely up here somewhere. I wouldn't put it as in an A tier. It's definitely not as good as these game-changing cards, but it gets used when it needs to be. But the thing is, it also gets countered by like Parasol Zombie and any Untrickable. Untrickable is starting to flow into the meta right now, and Squash is it's still got use, but once you get up to rank 30 and higher than that, people kind of like know some of the cards to play around, hard counters especially. So we have Sunshroom. I don't think I need an explanation for this one, guys. It needs to get nerfed. Now we have Sunnier Shroom. This is the sadder version of the card. There's literally no reason to be running this. I think Primal Sunflower and Twin Sunflower is just like they're objectively better in my opinion, but this card, why would you be running this if there's regular Sunshroom? So it's definitely going somewhere down here. I mean, it doesn't have a 0 synergy, and let's see, it's probably lower actually. This is a really sad card. It's kind of dead right now. I think I'll put it somewhere between Fume Shroom and that. It's got no reason. Make Sunshroom 1 HP. That would definitely be one of the balances to Sunshroom. Sunshroom is just way too busted right now. Oh, it's also an older version of the Sunshroom. It's a 1 cost, not a 2. Now we have Sunflower. There's really not much explanation for this card. It's definitely going down here. Probably, let's see. I mean, it does have Team Up. It can be used as a chump blocker, but that's so sad. Petal Metal. Honestly, the Team Up might save it a little bit. These cards are just in the same tier no matter what. We kind of already know that. Now we have the new Cross Pollination. It used to be called Sunstrike. It would give all your plants on the field strike through and then conjure a random plant trick, which was very weird, but it was a very high aggro card. Now it's been buffed very nicely. You conjure a flower and a fruit plant, and they both cost 1 less, which is actually really nice. This is a semi-budget option, and honestly, it's probably between high C tier and low B tier. This might be kind of a niche take. I think I'll probably put it down here. This card can have its pros and cons. If you get like garbage cards, if you get Pepper MD, like, and you're not running a heal deck or Bellflower, sometimes this card is just a complete liability. But a lot of times you can get legendaries, which is actually really nice. Once you run cross-pollination and you actually start like pulling it a few times, you can get Captain Captain Cucumber. You can get Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. There's a lot of cards that are actually very good for the tribes that it conjures, so it's definitely going up here somewhere. It's probably better than that. Just sitting at a B tier is my opinion for that. All right, now we have Taco. Taco is like very solid right now. There's not people running like Sneezing Zombie to actually counter you. Taco is very strong right now. And it also has the card draw as well, so you can cycle a bit of your deck out. It's probably up here somewhere. It's probably better than Ice-Spore, to be honest. We're gonna have to really tweak some of these B tier cards, because there's a lot of stuff going on here, and some of these I probably wouldn't put in the final tier list. Next we have, oh my gosh, Toadstool is also outdated, even though it just got a +1 health buff. Let's just get that real quick. Toadstool. Let me see, did the cost change for Toadstool? No, it's still a 6 cost. It's still not very usable. I don't see anybody using it. Like, just use hard removal instead of Toadstool. I don't see any purpose for using Toadstool. I guess Parasol Zombie, same purpose as Chomper, to be honest. I guess it could get rid of an early developing Turquoise Zombie, but there's just no use for that. It's not very good. It's probably going somewhere down here. He's a PVZ2 plant. The one Sun generation is very sad because it's already turned 6. So what exactly are you ramping to? This card, it needs to get balanced a lot. It's probably below Chomper, to be honest, because like by the time you play this card, you're dealing with high strength zombies, so it just doesn't have that much usability. Honestly, it's just a stat card. It might come in clutch if you conjure it from somewhere, but I guess like a Primal Walnut, but this thing is just, it's kind of dead right now. All right, next we have Twin Sunflower. This card is very like mid, mostly because of how many Bungee Plumbers, Rolling Stones are being out in the meta right now. Sunshroom being 1 cost, like you wouldn't see that many people playing Twin Sunflower. It's kind of a niche ramp card. It's probably going somewhere down here. I also used to run this card, but I took it out of my deck recently because of, it's just, I feel like you could run Seedling and it probably has better outcomes for RNG than Twin Sunflower. Twin Sunflower is just, it's kind of hard to pull off, and even if you do pull it off, you do need something to ramp to, like very big. If you have a lot of legendaries, Twin Sunflower can actually come in clutch. So probably higher, actually. I wouldn't say as good as Primal. Primal Sunflower, it being a 1 cost, I guess it could get nibbled. Why is Sunshroom so good? I don't know. That's just how PopCap made Sunshroom. Fortunately, they need to nerf it. It either has to be a 1 HP Sunshroom before, so Nibble and Conga can get rid of it. Actually, even Conga wouldn't get rid of it, because then the next turn it would just become an even bigger problem. They have to nerf it in some way. Next we have Venus Flytrap. This is one of the only like environment cards besides Solar Winds in the solar class. Why is he S tier? Because he's literally like the meta right now, and it's so toxic as playing against him and playing with him. You can just develop ramp so easily with Sunshroom, and it's just unfair. Now we have Venus Flytrap. This card is kind of mid. It's way too like expensive. It needs to get tweaked a little bit. It's probably better than Solar Winds. It's got way more usage than Solar Winds. Solar Winds can just be stuck, and the ramp is a little bit too late. So probably like a B tier somewhere. definitely better than Solar Winds. Most of the environments are too expensive. I definitely agree with that. Why isn't the superpowers on here? Because it's just the solar class tier list, not the actual powers itself. Probably gonna put this... It's got a usage, but you have to set it up as well, which is the unfortunate part. And the zombie, the same turn, they usually just have an environment held in their hand, so this just gets covered up, which is the sad part. You probably have to be running multiple of these. What are the gray plants? They're just some of the cards that I haven't unlocked yet, but I've seen in the meta a lot, or there are cards that I've scrapped. So I had to take screenshots of some of these cards. They're grayed out, but you already know what cards they are. Oh shoot, did we not get Venus Flytrap Flytrap? This one. All right, this one's the after the balance patch. It used to be a 2/2, now it's a 3/1. Now it gets killed by Nibble, but it doesn't get Rolling Stone anymore. Unfortunately, it's still what's your favorite plant? Probably still Allosaurus. But this card, it's just not very good. If it was a 2 cost for a 3/1 that healed, this card would actually be like very usable. But right now, it's just being used in budget decks. There's not much usage for it. Artichoke plus Venus Flytrap Planet. Yeah, definitely. So this card's probably sitting somewhere here. It can heal you, but like, that's if it doesn't get destroyed before the battle phase. Heal decks are just behind the meta right now. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with heal decks, especially Venus Flytrap. It needs to be like a 2 cost or something for it to be more into the healing meta. Now we have water balloons. This just gives a zombie -2/2 no matter what. This is a very strong card right now. It's probably somewhere here in B tier. Honestly, it's I'm trying not to be biased here because I also run water balloons, but it's probably better than some of these cards. I think it's better than Hammer. It's probably subjective, but I think putting it here is pretty solid. It can nerf a lot of cards, especially against like Hardy or Beastly heroes. It just makes them start paying your block meter. It's probably going in B tier for now. Why can you use water balloons on amphibious minions? Because that's a bug. They didn't actually fix that. It just gives a zombie -2/2 no matter what, which is the problem with it, and it's actually really solid right now. I'm sorry, when did they make Cornucopia 9? That was one of the previous balance patches. I think that was about 1 year ago. Hello, PVZ heals me. Welcome. Now we have Wingnut. Why isn't then put Verity as S tier? We have Wingnut. It's a very niche card. It's got high stats, especially for health wise, but it's only stopping Trickster, any bonus attack decks. It can stop Frenzy, which is not horrible. Frenzy is very popular in the meta right now, especially with going viral. It's probably better than some of these. Honestly, I feel like it's an underused card. Wingnut is not a nut. Yeah, it's kind of a joke card, especially if you read its description. But I think it's probably somewhere in high C or low B tier. Just because of the stats. Yeah, the stats are really nice. It makes it hard to get rid of. You have to be running Knockout to kind of get rid of this card, or some type of hard removal. Alright, now we have... Oh, wow. We're actually almost done. I'm gonna have to go back and adjust it. Is this game worth the time for budget players? If you're willing to grind the game, it can be worth it, but just be prepared for a very, very long grind. Now we have Magnifying Grass. This card is only pretty much usable in Magspresso, and if you don't run bonus attacks with this card, it's kind of pointless, because imagine having, like, if you're playing Professor Brainstorm and running a Valkyrie deck, imagine not running Teleport. Like, that's the same equivalent of running this card with no bonus attacks. It has no usage. You need Time to Shine. You need Espresso to actually make this work. It's just somewhere down here in the B tier area. It has usage, but it's so niche to Chompzilla. Besides that, like, yeah, it's just way too niche. It's like pet decks or like cycle cap. It's just somewhere here. I think that's it for all the cards, actually. We went through that very fast. But now we're going to kind of adjust this a little bit. What do you guys think of this tier list right now? There's definitely some things that can get changed between the middle here because of how many cards there are. It's also Cancer. Yeah, this card can go very crazy. Cornucopia C tier. It's between B or C tier for sure. Bad Moon Rising is just the better version of this, except it's also RNG reliant. However, if you get the 1-cost cards from Cornucopia, this card is just so depressing. Sunshine needs to go to F tier. Only S is Sunshroom. Probably. Sunshroom is just so broken right now. The one on Heights that nerfs. Oh, you're talking about Kernel Pole. Kernel Pole, I think it's still very solid, but it could probably go in C tier somewhere. Old Berry B tier, if you use it on a 0 cost, is a solid 4 cost. The problem with Elderberry is it has to get the plant evolution, and if you just have a couple of these, you're kind of just bricked with it. And Elderberry also, like, it's just very behind these cards. Like, why would you run this if there's Astrocado? So I guess it's only for budget players. It's very sad. I just got back from the match, and I have to say that the game is unfortunately plant-sided. It's very split in the community on whether the game is more plant or zombie-sided. I don't have Sunshroom, so I have to hate on it. Yeah, but if you do have Sunshroom, you would know how busted it is. Especially if you play Super Brains or HG, you can literally do nothing against Sunshroom. Or like Brain Freeze. Yeah, Brain Freeze can't do anything against Sunshroom on turn 1. It's so sad. Like nibbling it doesn't do anything to it. It needs to be like 1 health or something. It needs to get nerfed. Even it being a 1 health, Nibble would be the only card that would get rid of it. A tier list? Yes, indeed. This is a tier list. But we've already gone through all the cards. Can you do a Guardian tier list after this one? We went through this very fast. I need to switch some of these rankings. But, oh yeah, Dog Walker. That's also a counter. But usually if they play Dog Walker, you're just not going to play Sunshroom. Like, you're just going to skip the turn because you can already see Dog Walker on the field. But it does hard counter Sunshroom, though. Guardian, the best plant class. Let's see. I might move Astro Vera up to S. But most of these cards are in a pretty solid position. 3-headed Chomper is just 2. It's just a high stat card. It needs to get set up. Astro Vera, let's see. Allosaurus is very solid. Especially being a 5 cost with 7 health and its ability. Is the last one on D actually D? Isn't it C? Sunflower Seed, it's seen better days. This card doesn't have any usage right now. There's really no reason to run it. Lil Buddy on A tier. The thing is, you can get bricked with Lil Buddies very fast. And its only synergy is team up, as well as being budget, and with Pepper MD. Thanks for the follow, DJ Salazar. That's why I'm putting it somewhere between mid B tier. I think Lil Buddy is kind of justified where it's at right now. It might be a little bit higher B tier, but I think it's just somewhere up here. It's a very good card. But usually you're just running it in any heal deck, and I feel like outside of heal decks, it doesn't have that much, like, people don't really run it, unless you're just, like, running a complete random deck with good cards that you put in there. You already finished the tier list? Yeah, it's very fast. These cards are, the outdated ones. Swabby S tier, this is not a sneaky class. Wingnut only C tier, yeah, it's just kind of niche. The zombies have to have Frenzy, they have to be sneaky, they have to have Trickster, let's see, Trickster, Lurk for Lunch, Frenzy. There is quite a bit of those, but if like, I feel like the direct counter for this card would be Mime Garg, but nobody runs Mime Garg, which is just the sad part, which is why this also gets put down here. It's literally just the same like equivalent as Bonus Track Buckethead, but that card is like even more dead because you don't see like there's no Trickster on the plant side. Besides, like, I guess Magspresso would be the equivalent. why Cobb Cannon's so high. It's still very good. It's still very solid. You can still run it. It's very good in the meta right now. Three-headed Chomper is chopped though. Yeah, three-headed Chomper gets removed so easily, especially by the Brainy class heroes with Chop and Rocket Science. It really just gets hard removed, but it's still a high stat card. Three Nuts is so no. If you're talking about Wingnut, yeah, Wingnut is. It might be a low B tier, to be honest. It's honestly not bad, but it's like not a lot of people actually run this card. What if three-headed Chomper had Untrickable with the Leafy? Okay, then that would be a completely different case. This card would be so broken. I think it's good where it's at right now. Weenie Beanie S tier. Cobb Cannon Imitator deck, how does it hold up? Probably not very good because Mixed Nuts D tier. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. It might be a low C tier. Cobb Cannon Imitator doesn't work very well because then you would have to consume 2 planets just to nerf the zombies next door to it. It's just not a very good synergy. Catch up higher maybe. I'm still thinking about the statement I made earlier with like Brainy class heroes. Any class that doesn't like just spam zombies on the field, like Professional Dicks, Middle Manager, and then with the going viral combo, this catch-up mechanic, it just doesn't get that much usability out of it. If they just play like a chemist or like a TP zombie on the field, this catch-up mechanic is just kind of sitting in your... That's not how you say... I don't know. Did it get censored? Might have gotten censored. Cosmos is useful. It's still got usability, especially with HG being powerful now. HG is probably like an A tier hero, and it's getting used more and more. So Cosmos, that's why it's like higher right now. Why is Bellflower in F tier and Corn in B? Does Corn have an extra ability? No, it just puts a random plants in any open lanes. You said a weird word. I'm not sure. HG is busted. Yeah, it is busted. That's why Cosmos is up here. But you have to be facing like HG or like any like Area 22 spammers. Chronopult C tier, Chomper D tier, Ketchup A tier. Let's see. Artichoke plus Venus Flytrap to A. This is a strong combo, but you need those 2 cards in your hand for it to actually be a good combo, which is the problem. I would just put it in B tier for now, and you can, like, while you're setting up these 2 cards, the zombies can develop something that would like probably stop it, and you have to worry about it more because zombies have a lot of tempo in the game right now, but so do plants. But heal decks are kind of more like you have to set them up before the zombies do, and zombies set up their tempo very fast compared to plants, especially like if they get a couple of going viral cards. Oof. Hardy class has some good potential. Hurry up. Let's see. All right, going through the final tier list here. Astrovera. It's just the cost. If it was a 7 cost, it would definitely be S tier. I think this is like, all right, this top 2 row is probably fine. B tier has probably some adjustments. Let's see. Ketchup mechanic being this high is probably very solid already. It's probably better than Cuke. Let's see. With how much the Hardy meta has starting to come out with the going virals, I think it's pretty solid right now. Probably one of the better solar cards. Cuke, Briar Rose is good, but just no flower synergy. Pepper MD being up here is good. Let's see. Cornucopia. Water balloons is just more viable, especially with the 3/3 after turn 6. What is the next tier list? We're probably gonna do a zombie tier list after this. I think this is pretty solid, guys. Chronopult might be into C tier though. I might switch these 2. Let's see. Hardy is meta. Does that mean my boy Smash is meta? Smash is kind of niche, and a lot of Smash decks run pet. I mean, I guess the pet decks are mostly Brain Freeze, but I wouldn't say Smash is like the meta right now. He's good, but like not as definitely not as dead as Electric Boogaloo. I think we'll keep this tier list for now. If you guys have any other opinions, let me know, but I think we're gonna keep it like this right now, and we're gonna run. I haven't decided which zombie class we're gonna do. Maybe for a video you could use a deck with only one class. Alright, anyways, that's gonna be it for the solar tier list, guys. I think this is a pretty solid standing. Do imp class, that's a tribe. Do dancing, that would be crazy. Mixed nuts might be higher. I think it has good potential. Probably better than that. Chomper, mixed nuts, let's see. All right, it's got to be here. I'll just put it here. All right, guys, Boogaloo isn't even that bad. Yeah, all the heroes are definitely like more balanced, but it depends on how like viable their classes are. The problem with Boogaloo is he would just be running like the super rares of Cheese Cutter and Con Man for early game, and other than that, like he's kind of sad if you're not running a dancing synergy. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the solar class, guys. I'm gonna be doing a zombie tier list next. We spent 1 hour on this tier list. Oh wow, but I kind of finished it like 20 minutes ago. Why is mixed nuts and solar? That's a good question. It'd probably make more sense as a guardian class, but yeah, tune in for the next tier list, guys, which we're going to be doing here in about probably 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining the live, and I'll see you guys next time.